who's the new people on the call? We got Bronwyn. Bronwyn, are you on the call? Hi, Bronwyn. Hey, it's so good. Do you want to just share, Bronwyn, your journey in IsaDerby? We'd love to hear your journey. It'd be awesome to, not your 30-second story, but just give us a little snapshot, because we're obviously going to hear your story later on. But
okay. So my journey was, Sarah sent me one of those texts from is it New Year's? And remember, I don't know all the terminology yet, so I'll get it all wrong. So was it New Year's celebration? I think it was. And I said, oh, it's great. Sarah's found a new job. That's fun for her. She'll enjoy that. And I was pretty stressed out at the beginning of the year with a whole bunch of stuff. My mum's health was really bad, Sarah's grandma. Whole lot of stress in our family, and then all of a sudden I'd see Sarah about every 4 weeks, and she just get looking better and better. And I said, Sarah, there she is. I'd say, oh, Sarah, you're looking so good. What are you doing? What are you doing? And I said, I need to do that. But we had a big conversation about it, and Sarah was like, she didn't think I was really serious, but I had so much on my plate. It wasn't until May I rang her up and just, Sarah, sign me up and send me the box. And Sarah was like, you really want to do this? And I was like, yeah, I do. I've just been so busy. So it was kind of a bit of a funny story. So, it took me a long time to get onto it, but now, rest is history.
Yeah, you're crushing it. That's what's happening. You're crushing it. So we're excited to have you on the call.
I'm having a crack.
Do we have anyone else who's new on the call? Have you got anyone else who's new on the call?
Jumping on, but she's just running a little bit late.
Okay. All right. I wanted to give a massive shout out. I'm going to start off with just some recognitions from Nashville, and it was the people that won a trip to Nashville. So our team, that was really exciting. So I want to give a massive shout out to every single person that did come along, and also the guests as well, because we had some amazing guests come along with the team, and also the extended team who didn't win a trip but decided to come over anyway. So there was a few of the guys came across who are the Irish team, we would call them. We had Kim come across, which was amazing. We had Fawn make the trip over as well. I'm trying to think. Kylie made the trip over, which was exciting. She's been traveling with Rach. So there was an extended team that was there as well. So massive shout out to you guys. For getting your way over there, but B, just playing it like fully 100%. Like, I don't know, like I've never had more fun with the group of people. We had a great time, but just to bond, just to spend that time together, which is really exciting. And to see everyone grow so much in just a short amount of time. And I was sort of talking to Bronwyn today and just saying that Bronwyn was saying to me actually that she feels like she's been fast-tracked by going to that event for a week. So her learning is fast-tracked so much. And I urge all of you guys to get to the next event, SKO, because what it does, it actually accelerates your learning process, because you're getting into an environment, you're around people who are doing it. So I urge you to do that, because I've just seen so much growth in the team that have gone over to that event. It was absolutely epic. So,
and the belief.
The belief is always good. Yeah. I said one thing. I was like, my belief mustn't have been a 10 out of 10, because my belief grew while I was there. So I don't know, maybe I was a 9 and I grew to a 10, but we are in the right place, guys. We have the most incredible system, company. They're bringing out oils, essence, like the whole array.
We won't go into too much detail because we want the team to cover. But we are. It's just like I feel completely unshakable now in every part of network marketing in this company. Like, this is our home. They're not going anywhere. I will be with them for life. It's incredible. So to have a team of people come along and see that too was unbelievable. And I sort of kept putting off going to the States to see the global celebration, thinking, oh, I don't need to go, you know, I don't really need to be there. I'm already embedded in it. This is, you know, this is my profession now. However, it's just taken it to the next level. So, you know, next year, if you can get there, then absolutely it's worth every single effort that you could put in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we got Rach coming in. Hey, Rach, what time is it over there?
6:06.
You look beautiful, darling.
Yeah.
I've just woken Kylie up, but Greg, when you just said about the belief, like I had great belief in IsaGenix, but being at the event and seeing what they're doing, and this is going to be really weird, but it's true. Just how many people have greenie friends who complain about the recycling? Like, I spoke to a man and they've got a whole entire program and person dedicated to sustainability of IsaGenix and recycling in the future. So when you look at, we are going to be completely 100% no waste by 2028. But when you look at, you're partnering with a company, right? You're not just taking a shake. You want to know that they're looking after the environment, because your next biggest business builder, that might be one of their highest values, regardless of whether it's your value or not. It doesn't matter. It's your customer's value, yeah, your business builder. And so to know that IsaGenix is thinking of that, that's what my belief up. But yeah, I've got heaps to share when I get my time later. I'm excited to see you guys.
And the other thing as well is they did bring out our Legacy Club, which was
Foundation.
Foundation, whatever they're called. So that was wow, to know that we now have our own legacy. So, you know, so when you are at an event and you put $5 in or $2 in or $10 in or $100 in, that's going towards, you know, kids starving around the world, that's going towards disaster recovery, education on obesity and wellness for children. So that's what IsaGenix has just launched. And within 24 hours, we raised $1.25 million in the stadium and obviously online. And then Jim and Kathy matched $1 million. So $2.25 million was raised in 24 hours for the Legacy Foundation IsaGenix. So that's who your partner is. And that's the thing that I think, like, I'm not going to talk much tonight because we've got heaps of the team doing that. But that's the one thing that I wanted to probably get across to you guys, was the fact that my belief, I felt, was a 10 out of 10. And I walked out of that event feeling like I'm just so excited, or more just grateful to actually be a part of this company. Like, actually grateful. It is so damn good. It's not funny. Like, wow. So I'm going to just leave it there, and I'm going to hand over to the superstars in our team that are going to be sharing what they got from the event. Rachel's obviously going to share what she got from the event, but sit back, relax. We've got awesome team sharing. Give them some heaps of love, because we know when they do unmute, it can be fearful on the other side of that screen.
We've got our dance though, haven't we?
We've got the dance.
Support happy dance.
Do the happy dance. It's all good. And
okay. So Sarah, you're sort of taking over the call tonight and facilitating. So go for it, honey.
Okay. Hey guys, how are we? Feels like yesterday we're all together. Awesome. Okay. So I had an incredible time in Nashville, and it was obviously a once in a lifetime experience, but it's definitely not going to be a once in a lifetime experience, because I'm going to be there every year from now on. And I urge you, Kathy Coover, one of the things she said was, take note, guys. They offer these incentives for a reason. They run these competitions for a reason, and people that go to the top they win them. They keep applying for them, they keep entering them, and they keep going for them. So keep entering the competitions. Everyone did amazing. Everyone grew their business in doing that as well, which is really important. And yeah, strive for the next one. This Fiji challenge is up for offer. So go for it. Do the best you can. And if you don't get it, you've grown your business and you've got income as well. So really important. So I'm just going to talk a little bit, I guess one of the speakers that resonated the most with me was Lynn Hagedorn. Now, I posted just before the call the comp plan by Lynn Hagedorn, and I want everyone to go and watch it. It is really, really good, and even if you've seen it before, just watch it again. She talks about the tracks to run on and the path to executive, and I guess we all know that the highest rank in Isagenics is executive, and it's just really important to know how to get there. So if you guys can jump on and watch that and take note, she basically talks about tracks to run on and path to executive, and she draws out a little bit different. I'd seen it before. I'd seen a video before, but I hadn't actually seen her in person. But sorry, I'm competing with my toddler who has missed me a lot, so he's trying to climb up on me. So I really want you guys to go and watch it and draw it down. I'm not actually going to draw it out tonight. I'm struggling a bit sitting on the phone here trying to do it. But it talks about starting an associate, getting to consultant and the different payment methods in UShare. Manager is obviously they share, and then how to get to director and exec. So if you go and have a look at that. Now her terminology as well when she's actually presenting is just incredible. So one of the main lines that I learned from Lynn was get paid and get your people paid. So you getting paid and then get your people paid, which is obviously up to manager rank. So another little thing that I came away when listening to Lynn was talking about everyone in our team gets their products paid for. You know, everyone in our team eats for free. So just normalizing it and saying that just to the people that you're actually talking with. I put it into practice basically as soon as I had listened to her. And that night I created another consultant. So I literally just said, look, everyone in our team gets their products paid for. Who do you know? Who do you know that wants to lose a couple of kilos? Who do you know that wants more energy? And just throw it out there. So it does work, and I did put it into practice straight away, and I'm that close to exec, and I'm going to get there. So I just using those words, they're masters for a reason. Just copy them. They're doing the best. So yeah, I think that's about it from me. Yeah, go and watch that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was so good. That was amazing. And I think
Thanks.
Sarah, when you say the word everyone wants to be a part of a group. Like at school, no one wanted to stand on their own in the school playground or the schoolyard. They all hung in a group. You always hung around in a group. So when you say everyone gets their products paid for, that person coming into Isagenics wants to be a part of everyone.
Yeah.
So exactly what you're saying, absolute genius, that word. Everyone eats for free. Use our team free. Everyone eats for free. So, love it. Hey, Shezzy. Okay, who's up next?
Who's up next?
All right. Is it Brooke?
Hi guys.
Hey, Brookie.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Oh, miss you guys. Honestly, as both Sarah, Rach, and Greg have said, Nashville is amazing, and you all have to do whatever you can to get there next year. Like it's, yeah, the belief, like what everyone has said, the belief, just feeling so strong and just so ready. You don't potentially, whatever, you've just still got to try and get there. No matter what, I'm going to be in Nashville next year for celebrations, 100%. So yeah, the person that with me was our Kiwi girl that got up on stage, Gabby Dean. She's New Zealand's #1 income earner, and she sort of went through her 10 tips to success, which I don't know, I thought they were awesome. She completely owned the stage, guys. She got up and she just, everyone, the crowd loved her, and all the things she said were just, I think everyone just resonated with everybody. So I'm going to go through her 10 tips. So number 1, she said, create a community and belonging. You know, people like to feel like they're part of a group. So just, yeah, creating a really strong community. People love that. Number 2, celebrating people publicly. So we always celebrate people, you know, a lot of us celebrate people on the Healthy Living page, but actually do it publicly. And if people have earned an extra $120 or $150, whatever, put it on our page, because everybody, on our private page, because everybody is looking for a little bit of extra money at some point. So yeah, just putting that out there, and so people are aware of sort of what's going on. Number 3 was utilize the money objections. So, you know, people often say that they haven't got enough money and they can't afford it, but flip it right round and say, well, hey, I can show you how you can get your products for free. She said, just, it's such a big objection, so utilize it and completely flip it over and tell them what we've got available in terms of money. She also said she tells everybody that it takes between 5 and 10 posts to actually get 2 people that are interested in the products. So, you know, don't give people the expectation that, you know, with one post they're going to suddenly get people that are all going to sign up and get their products paid for. She said make sure you make them aware that it might take a few more posts than that. And another thing, point 5, and she is just the epitome of this, be a product of the product. So always be cleansing, you know, not always be cleansing, but cleanse regularly, carry your products with you wherever you go, wear the merchandise, carry your green shaker, just be a product of the product, okay? And number 5, I've lost my numbers, that's right, who cares? Own network marketing and own IsaDerby. So she's not afraid of it at all. Like, she absolutely like lives and breathes it. So yeah, there's no doubt in her mind that what she does is the best thing in the world, and it really works. What else? Become a professional network marketer. So yeah, just basically Eric Warre, GoPro, be a professional network marketer, do everything properly, be professional. It's a profession, do it properly. So create events and collaborate. So she talks about how, like, she has events all around New Zealand. I actually follow her on Instagram. She's just had an event in Pennsylvania in the States. But she does events for other people. She invites other people along, and I see that Rach Pedretti, you've posted something about having an event in events in Victoria, and how everyone just should get together and do shared events. And so she's big on that as well. Just doesn't matter if you're not financially linked, but just like helping each other out and collaborate with other teams, which I think is really cool. Be consistent, show up, and never give up. Okay, so you've got to show up. I can admit that I haven't been on a few of these calls recently, but after Nashville, I'll be on every call. I will be consistent. I'll show up, and yeah, I'm going to do it. Leverage IsaDerby promotions. So Sarah just said what Kathy Coover said, is they do these events, promotions for a reason. You know, they want everyone to grow the business, but honestly, even the top people go to these events and learn so much from them. So, you know, leverage from them, build your business, and yeah, learn more. And then her number 10 point was, if it's fun, they will come. So that's true. No one wants FOMO. Everyone wants to be part of it. So yeah, if it's fun, they will come. Cool. That was Gabby Dean's top 10 tips. Yay.
Awesome. Thanks, Brooke. That was great. Well done. Bit chilly down in New Zealand this evening.
Oh, yeah. We're getting our house renovated, and so we're staying at a friend's house, and he's in bed. So I was like, "Shivers, where am I going to do this?" So I've gone and sat in the car and used the cold.
Now that's dedication. Wow, I love it. I love it. Thanks, Brooke.
Thank you.
Awesome. So Nina, I think Nina's on the call.
Hello.
You want to jump on?
Yes.
Hi, Nina. Thank you. Thanks.
I had to dash off just now. Can you believe my suitcases just arrived now? They were finally couriered to my door tonight. I've been living without all my clothes and skincare and makeup since last Wednesday. Anyway, the excitement of traveling. But anyway, I'm very happy now I have my suitcases. So, oh my goodness, when we're asked to share something, I just thought, what am I going to pick? Because there was so much, wasn't there? And, I got a notebook full, like this big, thick thing full of notes. And it was kind of like, what can I pick? So I thought I would share about this book that we actually received in our pack and our keynote speaker. So for the guys that weren't there with us, if you could make a note of either buying this book or getting it or something like that, especially as I would encourage as a hardcover, because I actually, Brendan Burchard was our keynote speaker and he was absolutely phenomenal, wouldn't you agree? It was just amazing, so entertaining, but we got so many tips of the practical side of the business, of all the activities and things like that we can do. And one of my own personal things that I guess I struggle is sometimes my headspace, or just organising myself, or just focusing on the right things. And this book, I chewed through, I think about 140 pages on the flight through, and I've just made so many notes inside it. And basically the habits that he was talking about, and I'll just read them out to you, is that there are basically 6 habits that are really important to try and learn and master. And basically he did a whole big research into successful people and what the common thing is that makes them successful. And it was nothing to do with their age, their background, their religion, whether they're white, black, anything. It was all based on just practical things that every single one of us can master and learn how to do. And that was sort of like a real penny drop for me, I suppose, because sometimes you can talk yourself into thinking, well, they can do it because they're really good at sales, or they can do it because they're really good at people, or they can do it because they've got more time. But that's actually got absolutely nothing to do with anything in terms of absolutely phenomenal success. And so the 6 habits that he talked about one was called seeking clarity. So really getting clear on your focus and your objective and your why. What is making you tick in a really fundamental way? He's got a whole book on this, so I'm just going to summarize it in the most basic ways, but it gives you the next habit was generating energy. So how much energy are you actually putting out there when you're on your day-to-day basis for other people as well as yourself? The next habit was raising necessity. So in terms of, how necessary are you in people's lives, and having that really strong sense of influence in people's lives as well. And my book's just shut and I've got to just get this out again. The next session was habit 4 was increased productivity. So don't get distracted and just stay focused. And he talked about on stage how, and I wrote this in my notes, that what you do in your first hour when you wake up is critical to how your day and your week pans out. And statistics and studies have shown that if you jump on your emails and your social media first thing, you are 30% less productive for the entire week, because what you're doing is you're actually filling your brain with other things, distractions, other influences rather than really focusing on what you need to get done for that day and for that week. So that was really interesting to me. The fifth habit was developing influence. So we always influence people one way or another, whether we realize it or not. And we are also being influenced by people, whether we realize it or not. And so really leaning on those who influence us in a really strong and positive way, but also learning ourselves to really influence people in a really positive way and generating a really positive energy back from a previous habit. So I found for myself, even the last couple of days, I've just thought to myself, especially like my first proper working day, getting back into talking to my clients and stuff like that, is just projecting more positivity and more energy to those that I talk and engage with. And we are in a business of attracting and building a team of people around us that want to be with us, that want to be like us, that want to have what, I want to have what Greg and Rachel have. I want to have what, Rachel Pedretti has. Like, I want to have what they have. And so we want to inspire those in our team down from us to have what we have. And that's an excitement and vision and a future for what we've got. And the last habit was demonstrating courage. So not letting fear get in the way, but one of the strong habits of really successful people is just having the courage to just keep on going on and on and on, and being consistent and just being courageous in the face of adversity and challenges, because that's where the growth comes. But look, I haven't finished the book. These are just, I'm only kind of halfway through, but if you can grab the book, I'll just hold it back up. It's called High Performance Habits by Brendan Burchard, and he's on YouTube as well. And you can actually do an online test. He's got it in his book, the website, of how, whether you've actually got a high performance habit, what your score is. So that was really interesting to do. So I really encourage you to grab that. We had such a phenomenal weekend. So many tools that we learned that Sarah and Brooke just shared. It was absolutely amazing. So that's my little bit for my takeaway. It was hard to pick what to talk about, but anyway, go and grab this book. It's well worth your time.
Thanks, Nina. That was amazing. Well done. As Nina said, take that online survey. I did it when we got home. So a high performance habits, and yeah, do it. It's really interesting to see. And then he sort of takes you through what levels you're on, and where you scored your highest. And then you can go through and do like an online program as well with him. So it's really good to follow up. If you're not a reader and you don't like reading books, that's one good way of doing it. So get onto that. All right. So this next lady that I'm introducing to you is an incredibly beautiful friend of mine. And Claire started on her journey 30 days ago, just to use the program. And I'd like to introduce you to her. She's going to share her little 30-second story with us. So are you there, Claire?
Yeah. Hi, guys. I think I'm a little bit dark in here. Sorry. So Sarah asked me just to quickly share my story with you guys. So I'm turning 40 in November, and I put a big thing out on Facebook saying I want to be fabbing 40, not flabbing 40, which I just got to the point that I had had enough of being the fat chick that was always, always had a bottle of wine when anyone came over, and I just wanted to stop what I was doing. Like, I was in an ambulance in January with kidney stones, and all through bad diet and too much alcohol. Saw the urologist the other day and asked him if he noticed anything was missing, and it was about 9.3 kilos. So he was hugging me and I was crying, and it was amazing. So it's changed my life. It's stopped me from, well, not that it's, any medical cure, but it's prevented me from having to have surgery now for kidney stones. And instead of hiding in my shell and saying I don't want to celebrate my birthday, I don't want to be the center of attention, now I've planned and booked a big party, and I'm having caterers and jukebox, and it's going to be an extravaganza because I'm worth celebrating and I feel heaps better about myself.
Thanks, Claire. That's amazing, your story. I love it. Now, do you want to share with us, Claire, also what you've been doing? Because Claire not only has been using the products, but she's also been to friends the products as well. So Claire's now shared with 9 people, I think, Claire, and counting, and is about to have a sip and sample on Thursday night as well. Yeah. So how are you doing it, Claire? What's happening?
It's kind of really just like at the start, my first week I had 5 people sign up, and some of that was just from the post, which I wasn't expecting. I hadn't read that whole thing about, put yourself out there and ask people to join you kind of thing. I just kind of did that because I wanted to make myself accountable, and, I didn't want to run into somebody 2 months down the track and they'll be like, oh, hey, Claire, you're still a big fatty. Like, what are you doing? I thought you were on that crazy diet. So, I wanted to make myself accountable, but I had people ringing me and just saying, I don't care what it is, what it costs, sign me up, I'll do it. And I do know a lot of people, and my nature is always to tell people what to do. I can be a little bit bossy. So, if I find something that I really love, then I'm just like, oh, you've got to try this, you've got to do it, it'll change your life. So, I guess I have been successful in maybe motivating people, or hopefully inspiring people a bit with my results. So it's been kind of easy.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, Claire, but I feel like you build relationships with people because that's who you are. And I really believe this is a relationship business. Yeah. And that's why you are doing so well, because you're building those relationships with people. So it is really important. But it's great.
Yeah, constantly talking to people and being in people's face, I suppose, which is something that I'm constantly doing.
It is. Claire does makeup and beauty, so for brides, and makes people feel good every day. So it's your time to shine, Claire. It's amazing. So well done.
Thank you.
Can't wait to keep working with you. It's amazing.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so well done. So Kylie, are you there?
She's here. Yeah. She needs encouragement.
Hi, Kylie.
I'm just tired. It's like 6:30 a.m. where we are.
Good on you guys.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
We just have our friend asleep in the room, so I'll just be a little bit quiet. But my story is like a little bit different to everyone else. Like, I guess I kind of ended up at Celebration by accident. When I say that, Rachel and I have been traveling around the States, and it just happened to be the time that Celebration was on that kind of incorporated this into my trip with her. I went with not much expectation at all, kind of thinking, I don't know what this is about. I joined IsaDerby at the start of the year for weight loss and kind of just put it into that. I had a good result, lost 12 kilos this year, but haven't really been building the business. Thank you guys. But I guess going there and just seeing everything, like 16,000 people just all so keen to help others earn good money. Just from everything, from seeing the IsaBody challenge, like the common thing that I heard from everyone is, everyone got up on stage saying this program has changed my life. And in a way, I kind of feel like it has with me too. Like, I kind of think the last 2 years I was unhappy with how I looked. And to get to summer, I'd be wearing jeans all summer, and I was used to always wearing like little dresses and stuff. And losing the weight that I have since we've been away in the States, I've been able to wear dresses again, which has been such a good feeling. And that's kind of motivated me to think I want to go home, help other people to, feel the same way. And the other thing too is there was all these people getting up on stage that, earning 6 figures now. In IsaDerby, and their story was maybe a little bit like mine, like, oh, I got taken to a Celebration 3 years ago, didn't really know what it was about or hadn't really been doing anything before, and then kind of saw everyone else's story, and now they're, I guess, come home doing really well, earning a lot of money, helping a lot of people, and living that dream life that I guess we would all want.
Share the story about 3 years ago. It's really important.
Okay, so Rachel told me to say. All right, so basically, anyway, I did get introduced to Isagenics 3 years ago. I was living in San Diego in the States, and I had met a guy who was selling Isagenics, and I started Isagenics just because I liked this guy and I wanted to see this guy more, and that's purely what it was about. But at the time, my mind frame, I guess, wasn't right. I was having fun, partying, everything like that. Probably a week after I joined, I was hanging out with him and a friend, and the friend said to him, "Oh, you should take her to Celebration." Happened to be San Diego Celebration 3 years ago. And he was like, no, I don't think she'll enjoy it. And I was like, what is it? And he's just like, oh, it's just like the annual sort of like meeting thing or whatever. And I was like, okay, like I didn't know anything about it. I was like, whatever. So I didn't go. But probably like 2 people's stories from Celebration were I went to San Diego 3 years ago for Celebration. And I was kind of sitting there thinking, hang on a minute, that could have been me. What would my life have been like if I had gone 3 years ago? Like I was living there, it was just around the corner. So yeah, if I can say to anyone, like next year, get in a derby, save your money, whatever. It was the best thing ever. I feel really motivated from it, and I already the other day made a Facebook post just basically just sort of saying, you know, if you want to learn to earn some money or whatever, give me a call or send me a message. And already I've had a response from 8 people that Rachel and I have been contacting and speaking to. So, you know, I'm sure something's going to happen out of it. This isn't the end. It's just going to be the start. And I'm excited to see, what happens from here.
Yay. That was good, wasn't it? Took some encouragement to get Kyla to speak, but she's going to be amazing. Amazing.
You can jump in, Sarah, if you want.
Oh, sorry. I was typing to Kylie saying amazing. Okay, Rach, it's your turn and you've got the rest to cover.
Hey guys, so awesome just to have this time to share with you guys what happened over there. But like the first thing is, if you've got any kind of FOMO, great, sit in it, suck it up. It was the best. But the reason is we've got SKO. It's in a couple of weeks. I've got spare Melbourne tickets if anyone needs Melbourne, but the first step to getting to Nashville next year is jumping fully in for Fiji. All right. So we don't need to go over that, but it's the same essence. All right. It's the same. They believe, they just spoil us. It builds your belief. You're surrounded by people doing Isagenics who believe in you, who want the best for you, who, are not doing it and not talking to you or supporting you for any other reason, but they want to see you successful. So, do throw yourself into Fiji, and everybody write a list, like write a number, the amount of people that you want to take to SKO, double it, put it on your fridge in your office, and get inviting. Like, I would be saying that we need to be inviting 2 people a day to SKO. I'm even inviting my prospects, the people that I'm talking to about the business, I'm getting to SKO. All right, people are messaging me wanting to chat. I'm like, hey, I'm home in a couple of weeks, but put the 15th of September in your diary. I need you for the morning in the city. Done. And they're coming. So that's SKO. So the first thing is with Celebration, it was in an arena and it was 15,000 people, and the number of people at the event is just growing and growing and growing. But what I want to share with you guys is the numbers of the people who are top, the income earners. So this is where Isagenics is better than any other company. There is no other company that is as young. Alicia, regarding the question about SKO free for event, for guests, no, it's not, but I'll get them a ticket, okay? If you've got guests, that's fine. I'll sort them out. So back to the numbers, and I want you guys to get this. There is no other network marketing company in the world that is as young as IsaGenics, okay, that has as many six-figure income earners than IsaGenics, okay? So there are other companies that actually have more, but they're older, all right? We're on track to like blow it out of the water. So listen to this. This is annually, over $1 million a year, we have 27. Over 750K, we have 19. We have 27 people earning over $1 million and 19 earning 750K. Over 500K is 35. Over 250K is 81, and over 100K a year is 330. You know, so why can't you be there? And I know that in your heads, like, oh, it's really, a lot of you are like, that's for other people, that's not me. And this is what I noticed from these people, because I was out the back with them basically the whole time, getting ready to go on stage and stuff. Every single one of those people truly believed that they could do it. You know, I heard Anna Richards, she was like, I've visualized this day for my whole, like the whole time I've been on IsaGenics. I knew I was going to work that stage as a 7-figure income earner. I visualized myself doing it. I could see myself doing it. I was walking across stage. So that's my next little tip from out the back is visualize yourself as a 6-figure earner, as a 7-figure earner, walking across that stage, waving, all right? And actually truly believe it can happen. All right, because the biggest key, and I don't even kind of remember who said this, but we need to win the war in our mind. Okay, that is it. The only thing stopping you from being up there is the war in your mind. So you've got to go and fight that battle every day, and visualization and gratitude are the biggest things. All right, I'm going to talk about Jess Rigner, but there's a few little things that came up throughout the whole entire event. So the first one is to dream bigger. All right, so many different speakers spoke about dreaming bigger. All right, and I really would love for you guys to dream bigger. I said, you know, you're not going to be IsaGenics. You know, IsaGenics is something that you're going to do. It's going to allow you, it's going to allow you to have the time, to have the income, to have the ability to live your life of purpose and why you're here, right? And so I really just want you to know that whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is, make it so much bigger, and just know that IsaGenics is the key to you living that incredible life. Now, another thing that we heard from Nick, we won't talk about him, but I'll find you the recording, no arms, no legs. And he said to, like, he has no arms and legs, and he was standing on a table. I don't even know what you call it, but he was on a table. And he said, like, your story is so much more inspiring than you think. Like, your story is inspiring to so many people, and you need to share your story more. I also loved that, someone said social media doesn't build our business. So do your social media and then get off it, okay? So what I've been doing and what I've been telling a lot of people to do is plan your posts out the week in advance, allow an hour, do them, and then just allow a short amount of time in the morning and night, and no more social media. And that comes from the number 4 income earner. And she also, it really hit me, share the business, share the opportunity. And you could see the difference in the people's businesses who are just sharing shakes versus saying, this shake's been able to help me earn an extra couple $100 this week, so I don't have to go to work and put my kids in daycare, versus listing the 24 grams of protein, no preservatives, soy-free, gluten-free. Like, what do you think is going to attract more? It's the same picture, but it's the story, okay? So now I'm going to talk about Jess Rigner. Now, I totally love this girl. She is She gets very understated in IsaGenics, but she got to millionaire in 2 years. And then she went and fostered some children, so took some time off IsaGenics. So she, she hasn't had a lot of publicity, maybe like Brett and Sammy, but equally as amazing. So Jess spoke about something, and it's called the Edna's apple pie. And I want you guys to really, really listen to this, because it's about when you're sharing IsaGenics with everyone. So Jess says we need to share IsaGenics with absolutely everybody, but we can't be married to the outcome. And, what does that truly mean, guys? It means, starting at A in your Facebook, sending messages to everybody about IsaGenics. And so she sends messages like this: I'm not sure how we connected, but I've been watching your feed and I love what you're about. I'd love to connect, or I'd love to chat, okay? But some of you guys have probably got like this turning in your stomach right now. And she explained it like the apple pie, right? Edna's apple pie. If you're at a restaurant and the waiter always asks you, would you like to see a dessert menu? And you decide whether you see the dessert menu or not, whether you want the apple pie. Does the waiter go out the back and cry or feel bad or take it personally because you didn't want to see the dessert menu today? Are they going to ask the next table, do they want to see the dessert menu? Yes, absolutely. And so IsaGenics is just like, offering someone an apple pie for dessert. Don't get offended if they say no. Next time you see them again, you can still ask them. Things might have changed. You're not going to skip the next table or go and throw the apple pie out or damn freaking quit, are you? Because they've said no. Don't change your style, all right? And, be super, super grateful for that, the opportunity just to connect with people. I really, really love the message that I put in on the team page, and I'm not going to read it. Guys, go to Team Free, read the message that she's been, sending, and get out there and share the business. The thing that I really, really got from IsaGenics as well, and I was speaking to an e-commerce businessman in line yesterday, and I was talking to his partner who's pregnant. She's actually in a corporate company doing direct sales, was in Nashville when we were there, but I really wasn't talking too much about the business or the opportunity. We were just chatting, but something came up inside, and I said, something came up about the business. This rude New York man could not get me his details quick enough and to ask me to contact him during the week to talk to him about it. And it was only because I started to talk about the business and opportunity. All right. Had I not done that, his pregnant wife would have gone lived happily ever after, and I'll never be having the conversation. I don't care whether he says yes or no. The fact is that I'm just fishing with the right bait. Right. So you need to do that. What else have I got for you guys? I think the other thing is that I really would love for you guys, the enrollment process is going to take 2 minutes. You need to all have does everyone have the IsaLife app? All right, so there is a new enrollment process coming. You can upload your favorite packs, configure them. You just send the link to the person who's going to get started, and they fill out their details and their pack is ordered. How good is that? You need to have the IsaLife app, and all of your cleansers need to have the IsaLife app. They're saying that if they don't have the IsaLife app, they're not ordering, all right? Everything is coming from the IsaLife app in the future. You need to be at SKO, or you need to choose to be at SKO, I should say. And the oils, don't get too sidetracked by the oils right now. Just focus on Fiji and the spring reset. The oils are coming in about a month. We've got heaps and heaps of stuff to help you with that. But for me, the most important thing right now is, do everything you can to win that Fiji trip, because that will be a game changer for you and your family. Go and find someone, run them to executive, and you run to executive, and you'll be going. All right? Yeah, there we go. I'm done.
Awesome. Thanks, Rach. That was great. I just want to back up something that Zach Slobin also said. And Zach and Eden have had incredible success in Isagenics. They've done a bit of research, and it takes 7 times on average in the follow-ups to actually get people to sign. So keep going at it, keep persisting. Just keep following up, seeing how people are going, check in. They might not be ready now, but they might be ready, when they're ready. And that brings me to my next lady, who is my auntie. Bronnie came to Celebration as my guest. She had been using the products for 10 weeks prior, and just came because my husband couldn't come, nor my parents. So, Bronnie, do you want to tell us a little bit about your story?
Thanks, Sarah. Yes, I was her choice. So, I went to Nashville with Sarah, and I thought it was going to be great because I could just hang out with Sarah, maybe go to one of those talks or something. I'd been using the products and I've lost 9 kilos, so I was really happy. I didn't really think I had lost a lot of weight at that stage. I was so busy. I don't know, it hadn't kind of set in yet. I know that sounds really strange, but and then I thought, well, I'll just go and see some things, and if it gets really boring, I'll head up to Memphis and go to Elvis's house. But anyhow, I made the whole conference. It was absolutely amazing. I feel so grateful to Sarah for inviting me. She obviously had a vision for me that I couldn't even see for myself. So she's just an absolute little pocket rocket, Sarah. She's coached me right through my journey, through the I can't do this, I need some food, and she's been amazing. And meeting everyone, Fawn, Greg and Rach and Kylie, and being with everyone. Who else was there? Brooke and Nina and Rosanna in Nashville was just amazing. They made me feel so welcome. So why did I do? So this is my 30-second story that Greg asked me to do. So what was I like? I was really tired. I was really unhappy. I was extremely stressed and overweight. I've actually always been overweight all my life. I probably was about a size 14 going through high school, 16, when all my girlfriends were like a size 12 or 10. So I've just lived a life of being big, and it's just gone up and down most of the time, but I've never been anything under like about a 14 or 16. Who was my coach? Super Sarah down there, she was my coach. I couldn't ask for anyone better. I've just learnt so much from her in the last 10, 12 days. It just makes my head spin. So in 10 weeks, I've lost 9 kilos and 42 centimetres, which I don't even know how to do this. Sarah was even adding it up the other day. I didn't even know how much I'd lost. So I'm a real novice. So how do I feel now? Well, everyone keeps saying to me, what are you doing, Bronwyn? Because I just keep showing up with all this energy. I usually did have this energy, but all of a sudden I was getting older, and I just lost it. So I'm back. I just feel so happy. I kept saying to Sarah, I had never been so happy for a whole week in Nashville with everyone. Everyone just made me feel so positive, and now I just kind of like, well, stuff you. If you don't want to be like this, I am. This is my new life. So move over. and I just feel really fit and fantastic. So running, I'm a hockey player from way back, and that's how I met my husband, on the hockey field. But short, sharp sprinter, none of this long distance tan jogging like you did this morning, Fawn. But I took my new baby puppy out and I actually ran a whole lap of my local reserve. I can't believe it. It was raining and I didn't want to get my hair wet. I just, not carrying 9 kilos is just, I don't know, it's invigorating. So why am I going to do this? Well, I think Greg and Rach will attest that I might have been one of the toughest people on day one at the conference. I was the most skeptical person, wasn't I, Greg? And even when he turned around after day one and said, "Are you going to do this?" I said, "Well, I'm not going to answer you on that one yet." Really skeptical. But I believe I have this opportunity to help everyone else change their lives. So like Sarah, we come from a family of people who just like to help people. That's just sort of built into us. And I didn't really want to do this and sort of take money from my friends and all that sort of stuff. But what I realised is I've actually got an opportunity where I can actually help so many other people. So very, very reluctantly, I put my story up on Sunday night, and the size 10 and 12 girls who are now size 18 or 20 that I went to school with are coming to my house tomorrow night for a sip and sample. It's unbelievable. Both of them. There's 8 people coming. And it's really interesting because only one of those was actually on the list of people I was actually going to ring or make contact with. These other 8 are like totally out, or 7 are totally out of the woodwork. They're people I would never have dreamed would have contacted me. I just did it from my heart, that I just really want to help people like Sarah's helped me. That's all I want to do. I just want to help people either lose some weight or build a business, because there's just this amazing business opportunity out there that I can see. So I've been in Subway. I've still got a couple of Airbnbs. And on day one, I said to Greg, there's no overheads? Like, you can get into business for $2,000? I mean, that's ridiculous. What, you get paid for eating your own products, paid for your own food? Stupid. You guys got given holidays to go to Nashville. Crazy. It's just ridiculous. So I don't know. I just encourage you all to get out there and give it a crack. That's all I'm going to do. I said to Sarah on the plane, I might be crap at this, Sarah, but I'll just give it a crack. So it's my story.
That is amazing.
So good.
Amazing. How good was that?
Oh, well, it's just who I am. So, and I'm really looking forward to meeting everyone else there, kind of chilling around the town, because it was so nice meeting everyone in Nashville. Just everyone from around the world. What a beautiful family they were.
I think Bron's been icified.
I think so. I love it. That's an amazing story.
What I love about that is, and I want everyone to take note of this, what Bronwyn said was she's been in Subway, right? So she's owned one of the biggest franchises in the world, which is Subway, right? So she's been in the game big time. Airbnb, very business orientated, very switched on person, and she saw this opportunity and said, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What's $750 maximum to get a business set up? And then what is it for the year? Like $200 a month, so that's another $2,000. So you're telling me that you get to eat your overheads and you get to build an uncapped income? Is this even real?" So when someone who has been outside of Isagenix, who's been in business, sees this business opportunity and they see it, it is the greatest gift on this planet to start a business and build an uncapped business. So when you start talking to people maybe educate them and say, hey, you know what? For $750, you can start a business with a 30-day money-back guarantee and get 30 days worth of nutrition for free. Because when you start talking forward with the products first and foremost, how many times do you get the, geez, that's expensive? But imagine if you flipped it and said for $750, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee, you get your products for free, and you get to build an uncapped business. Most people are like, what? That must be a scam. So start thinking about what Rach was just talking about, the highest income earners in IsaGenics share a story about the business. They share the shake of what it's done for them to earn an extra couple of $100 a week, $500 a week, 10 grand, whatever it is. Because you have a story to be able to share with people. If you're not financially looking after yourself, you can't be healthy. So think about that. Anyway, loved your work. Everyone was amazing. Thank you so much. Rach, Kylie for getting up early, dominating it, New York City. Photos look amazing. Sarah, you are awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah. Everyone else. Shezzy, so good to see you, Shezzy.
In the snow working, babe. Love it.
Yeah, so good to see everyone. All right, we have the amazing Janice. I'll hand over to Ray.